Hello, I'm Brenda.
And I'm Kristi. We're two friends from high school who are connecting and reconnecting over music and memories.
Welcome to Normal Bias Podcast.
We're glad you're here.
Hello, Normal Biasers. Welcome back to our podcast. It's Brenda. And guess what? It's just me. This is our Orange You Glad It's Wednesday episode. And it's just me today. Things are just a little crazy for us right now. And Kristi was not able to record, but we want to be consistent. And so I am recording by myself. Second time I'm doing this, and I have to say it's a little nerve-wracking. I feel like the biggest dork. I am in my bathroom. If you're watching on YouTube, you see it. And I'm talking to myself. And it just feels strange. But here we go, because we want to be consistent. We want to have a new episode today. So aren't you glad it's Wednesday here on Normal Bias Podcast? When we started this back in the day, way back in April, May, we were in the midst of quarantine. We were still wading through the water, trying to figure it out. And when we sprung this idea and we just started, and we were able to record pretty much whenever because we were home. And it was fun. And we've, from the beginning, have just, wanted it to be something we get to do, that we like to do, that it's fun, not something we have to do. And so, like today, Kristi had her son's football game in Navasota, Texas. And I have the time to sit here and talk. And so I'm gonna, even though I feel like a dork and it's scary, here I go. So on Wednesdays, we call our episode Orange You Glad, and we usually make it light, just some fun topic like, do you make your bed or not make your bed? Do you come home from a trip and unpack right away or not unpack right away? If you've heard those episodes, you know what I do. And they're just fun things to talk about, because those are some things that make me and you, and it's fun to compare and discuss our reasons why we do the things we do, or why we think we do those things. It's just fun, right? So I guess keeping with the topics that we talk about, first thing I want to talk about and take a poll is, do you wash dishes by hand or do you use a dishwasher? And I'll just talk about that just for a little bit, just for a few minutes. I like to use the dishwasher. And I've asked this poll before just for fun on my Facebook page one time. And I was really taken aback a little bit, because it's, at the time it might have been 2019 or beginning of 2020, but a lot of people on the poll said they hand wash dishes. And why that surprised me is because I'm like, why wouldn't you just use your dishwasher? And the reason why was, like, 10 people said they don't know how to use their dishwasher. And I don't know. I guess I just thought that was like a basic skill. Like, if you have a dishwasher, you just know how to use it. And I think it can look complicated, because when you look at it, like the little panel, like there's lights and buttons and there's words and there's a lot of them. But honestly, I like throw the dishes in there and push start. And the part, of course, that I don't like is the unloading and putting the things away. As you know, laundry is something I talk about a lot, and how much I just don't like to fold and put things away. So it's that putting away part that always gets me. But I don't know what that says about me, and why the putting it away part just annoys me. But I think it's easier. I think it's faster than washing by hand because I just think washing by hand takes so long. And here's the other thing. I try and cook 3 to 4 nights out of the week for me and my kids. And I do. But so I don't know about you guys, but when I cook, it's just 3 of us. And these aren't like gourmet meals or anything like fancy, but I end up using every dish in our kitchen. And therefore, then there's a mountain of dishes, and I don't want to hand wash every one. So I throw it all in the dishwasher. And I'm not like fanatic about how things are in there. I kind of just toss them in and hit start. And then my sweet boys, that's one of their chores is getting to unload it. Now, here's the thing about that though, is they've lived in this house, one 17 years, one 14 years, and there are still things that they don't know where it goes. And so here's what they do. Instead of asking me, because I mean, they should know, like they've done this multiple times, but so they still will like find something that they don't know where it goes. So they'll stick it, and I have a little dish rack because I do hand wash sometimes, or there's just a few things. But so they'll stick it in the dish rack and just sit it there. And then I have to find it, and then I put it away. Although here lately, I've been like calling them back going, hey, come here, let me show you where that goes. So there's that. That little discussion there is staying true to our Orange Glad. And so I would love for you to comment and let us know on our Facebook or on Instagram what it is that you do. Or you can comment on our YouTube page, on our YouTube channel under this episode also, because it'll be there. So the other thing I want to talk about, Kristi, I miss you. I feel like I talk a whole lot. Like when I'm sitting here talking to myself, I'm like, oh my God, you talk so much and about nothing. Ugh. Anyway, I want to talk about things that you do, or like a hobby or a talent or something that you do that no one knows that you do. Be thinking about that. Is there something that you do that either people would be surprised to know or that people don't know? And last week at work, I kind of revealed something about myself, something that I do that I don't think much about it because it's just something, I guess mostly I do at home, and something that just kind of happened. It kind of evolved into this, what I'm about to tell you. So I know people know. There's probably like a few people who know this. But okay, last week at work, I decide I'm going to I have this bag with some tools in it because I have a watch that needs a battery. And so I decided I really want to wear this watch because it's kind of like, it's brown and gold. And so it goes with a lot of my fall clothes. But I haven't been able to wear it because it needs a battery. So guess what? I have my own watch repair kit. Like where I can change batteries. I can take links out of a watch. I can add a link. I can do a few things with a watch. I mean, of course, there's some things that I can't do, but I've always liked watches. I've always worn a watch. My dad did too. He's always worn a watch, and he liked watches. And as a matter of fact, that I have his watch that he wore, like the last watch that he wore probably every day. So I have that. So yes, so I like, and they're not fancy watches, what I have, my Swatch watch is probably still my favorite, but, I've always just liked accessorizing with a watch, having a watch. So one time. Well, I used to take them to Walmart to get the batteries changed because it was really cheap. Like it was maybe $5. But then they stopped offering that service. Like if you didn't buy the watch there, they wouldn't change the battery. I guess, liabilities or whatnot. So annoying. And so then I found a watch repair place, but they charge like $25, $15 just for a battery. So I was like, you know what? I can do this myself. So thank you, YouTube. Right? YouTube really, y'all, you can learn how to do anything. There are things I have learned to do. I can fix a toilet. I have fixed some things on the car. YouTube is amazing. It is truly, when they say life doesn't come with a manual, like I feel like it's a manual for life, YouTube. So I got on YouTube and I learned some, basic things for fixing a watch. And then I got on Amazon, the other thing that we just can't live without these days, Amazon. And I got on Amazon, I ordered a watch kit. And there I go. I started changing the batteries on my own watches, on, whoever knows has asked me, can I change the battery on their watches? So I have. And like I said, I can't really think of very many people that know this. But so I take this to work, my watch and my kit, so I can get the battery, so I can wear the watch to match the fall clothes. And, like I've never talked about this. I just don't talk about it. And so when I get to work and I'm doing this, they're like, like I spread it all out, my little hammer and my, tool to open the back of the watch. And then I have all these different size watch batteries. All of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, what in the heck? And I'm like, yeah, I can do this. It's just something I've picked up, something I've learned to do, and something that's been a necessity for me because I like watches and I don't have money to be changing out batteries and having someone else do it. So, yes, I learned how to do that and it's fun. And so the next day, to my coworkers, Stephanie's one and Sandy was like, oh my gosh, well, my husband has 2 watches that need batteries. Actually, there was 3. And then there's a watch that needs a link added. Can you do that? And I was like, yeah, I can. And I did. And then I'm working on, Stephanie had some special watches that belong to her mom that I'm going to be replacing the batteries for. And so, yeah, there you go. I'm a watch repair person. I bet you didn't know that, and now you do. And so, yeah, so they started calling me Geppetto from Pinocchio, and I didn't realize he was a watch or a clock maker, repairer, I don't know, whatever, with clocks, Geppetto. And what's funny, not funny, is the day that they started calling me Geppetto was the next day, and I'm fixing their watches. I'm wearing this like brown blazer and a white button down with some like cropped jeans and these like black booty boots. And I kind of looked like I was dressed like Geppetto, which totally wasn't planned. I don't know how that even happened, but so yes, they started calling me Geppetto, and then as I'm between calls and between whatever my work, I was fixing their watches, and then people pass by and see, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "She can fix watches," and so it's just like I said, it's not something that I've you just don't say, hey, I can fix watches. But I just thought it was funny that no one knew. And then when they saw me doing it, they were like, huh, wow. So there you go. There's something about me you might not have known. And I think it's funny. But so I want to know about you. Like, is there something that you do that you've learned to do, like a hobby, like a unique hobby, or just some kind of talent, and like you can juggle, you can eat with your feet, No, I don't want to know if you can eat with your feet. Like, well, I can't even believe I said that because feet just gross me out. So, but yeah, something like that. I can fix watches. Now, if you ever see me, you'll call me Geppetto probably. Or if you see Pinocchio, think of me when you see it now. But I thought that was funny that people were just like, what the heck are you doing? Oh my gosh, you can do that? Like, how long have you been doing that? And seriously, like, I couldn't tell you how long I have been. Um, and it's actually fun. And, it's really saved me lots of money because for the price of one battery replacement, like I said, if you take it somewhere, $15 and $20, I can get 10 batteries on Amazon for one watch, 10 batteries for like $5. So there you go. If anybody out there needs a battery in their watch, hit me up. Venmo, Cash App. I'll charge you $10. How's that? Mama needs some Christmas shopping money for her baby booze, and also I have a senior in high school, so there's going to be some stuff I need to buy. Like he's going to have a prom and homecoming and all kinds of things. So I will change your battery for whatever, $5-10. I take a link out, add a link, whatever. Yeah. So thank y'all for listening to Normal Bias Podcast. This has really awesome, been so much fun for me. I have loved every minute. I get excited about it, even if here I am sitting talking to myself, by myself, wondering who's listening. Because I do know that we have a listener or two, and that's fun and that's fine. Um, I always feel like somebody is going to listen that needs to listen, and I may say something that sparks something inspiring or makes you not feel alone, and that's for me is just why one of my reasons why. And also because I like having Kristi to talk to. That's always fun, and it's funny. We laugh a lot here. So I totally enjoy it. So this is something I'd always wanted to do, and I'm doing it. So, and I have asked this before, is there something that you want to learn? Is there something that you want to do and you just think maybe I will, but I don't know? I think you should try it. You just never know. I have just gotten brave as of late and thought, you know what? Here's this opportunity to have a podcast. I'm going to have a podcast. What? You want to charge me how much for a watch battery? Well, guess what? I'm going to get a kit and I'm going to learn how to do it myself. Here I am. There's so many things that you can do that you think you can't, or that you're standing in your own way. Yes, I'm saying all these things out loud to myself because I need to hear them too, because we get in our way. We say we don't have enough money. We don't have enough time. Somebody's already doing that. We have excuses, and that's all they are, y'all. So someday is not a day of the week. So if there's something that you want to do, just do it. Or try it. Just try it. It may be scary, but just try and see what happens. Here we are. I don't know how many episodes this is today. It's almost 40 since April. And it's just fun and I love it. And I hope to continue to have episodes. And I hope that Kristi and I can keep doing it together, because doing it by myself is not as much fun at all. So, aren't you glad it's Wednesday? I am so glad it's Wednesday, because it has been a week. Like every week has just, you never know what you're going to get. Thank you, Corona, especially at school. We had a fall break last week, and I'm grateful for that. But getting back the last few days has just been kind of rough. And it's nice to know that, yay, already tomorrow's Wednesday and we're in the middle of the week. And, it's get on the top of the hump day, and then you look down, can see the light. So it's good. It's going to be good. So we always end our Orange Glads with something we're glad about. So today I am glad for new opportunity. I also do organizing on the part-time on the side. It's something I've always done. I've always been an organized person, and I love doing it. It makes me happy. And it's one of those things that I feel proud of myself after I do something, because I'm like, oh, I did a good job. Like I helped someone lift a weight off their chest, right? So I am glad for new opportunity, because this week I have had 2 people call and reach out. I've had somebody else send me or want information. And so it makes me happy to be able to use my gift to help other people. And it definitely is like a creative outlet for me, organizing. And it also helps me financially, which is another thing. So I am glad that these people have called me, and I had a meeting with one of them today, and it went well. And she and I had some things that we bonded over, this new person, and it was fun. And if anything, I think she would be somebody that I would think of. And I don't know if we would be friends, but it's a new person that I didn't know. And just talking to her for 30 minutes, I feel like I helped her I was a fresh pair of eyes and ears, and I could already see a weight lifting off of her when I left. And I am so glad for that. And I'm just glad that I have this other, I think it's a quirky gift. I don't know. Not like the watchmaking but organizing is definitely a gift, and I'm glad I have it, and I'm glad that it's giving me opportunities this week. So, what are you glad about? It doesn't have to be something big. It's the little things that truly add up to big things. So, be glad, find something. There's always something to be glad about. And let us know what it is you're glad about this week. And like I said, if you're having if it's a rough week for you, even if you have to squint really hard to find something, reach for that. Just, being glad gives you hope, and it makes you think of good things. So I hope that you find something you're glad about. And I am glad that I still got to record, even though I miss you, Kristi. I hope you all have a great week. Thanks for listening. And Friday is usually our episode with a guest. I'm not sure what we're going to have for you on Friday, but definitely we'll have something for you fun. And just enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks, y'all. Bye.
We're so glad that you're still with us. If you want to connect online, we're at www.normalbiaspodcast.com, or you can find us on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. And our very favorite, if we made you a mixtape, we'd put all those songs on our Spotify playlist for you.
All the things.